input to the game and how he did what you guys were asking. What was your final verdict on that?
Well, the one thing, we didn't turn the ball over, which was a positive. We tried to one time, but he recovered it, which was a nice fumble recovery. You know, that was the plus. And then winning a game and, you know, in his first start, and you know, a big game against a good opponent. We got to do a better job of pushing the ball downfield and standing there in protections a little bit better and, you know, trusting our protection. But that's part of playing and part of learning to play the position. I know it seems like he should just walk out there and you know, be a natural because he's been his fifth-year senior, but there's still a lot of things that you got to go out there and do in a game, and you got to learn from. So I expect a big improvement this week because we got to get better at throwing the ball downfield.
You all did.
My follow-up point is how much the absence of Justin and Malcolm affects that ability to go.
Well, it is what it is. That's who we got. You know, we did a couple different things with Sony out there and Isaiah and some of those receiver spots, and we got to be creative and find ways to throw the football. But you know, we're gonna get some one-on-one coverage because you know the ability to run the ball and people know we're going to run it. We just got to do a better job of pushing it downfield. And we got, you know, 2 pass interference calls, which were good when we threw it downfield. Sometimes you don't have to complete them. It's just of letting the defense know that you'll do it.
Yeah, I was going to say the first half y'all had those 2 PIs going downfield. You're saying that later on it was a matter of the run game was there, and Mason sometimes also didn't.
A little bit of both.
Trust.
A little bit of both. You know, a couple times we had a couple guys and we didn't pull the trigger. You know, but that's that's easy to see on Sunday or Monday when you're going over the tape and you're looking at it from where the films it. It's a little bit different when the guy's standing in there and you got guys breathing down your neck. But that's part of playing the position. You got to stand in there and cut it loose. But at the same time, you can't say enough about protecting the ball and not giving them the short field too. Because we were in as bad as we wanted to score and put points on the board. We didn't want to lose the field position battle we had going on either.
Were Rumpf and Davis just coaches' decisions?
Reggie played. Did Reggie play in the snaps? Talking about Reggie Davis?
I was talking about Rumpf and Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
I said
you said Davis. Okay, I thought you were talking about Reggie.
Yeah, Jordan Davis.
Rumpf was still lingering a little bit with the injury, and more our call. But we're going to have Rumpf, and he's going to have to play for us this season. So this is a big week and a half for Jonathan. And then Jordan, that's just, those other guys are ahead of him right now. Quavon and Jeb are ahead of him. But Jordan's making some nice strides, and we haven't given up on Jordan by any means. We still think he's going to be a very good player for us.
Mike, how far closer are Langley and Charlie and Chiquetta and some of these other receivers?
They're still a good ways off, but this is a good opportunity for them in these 3 practices this week to prove that they're ready and prove it as someone that we can count on and depend on, because that's what we're looking for. One guys you can depend on to do the right thing, and then you're looking for guys that can make plays, and they're going to have an opportunity in these 3 practices in the first of next week before we make any final decision on who we take to Columbia.
Did Malcolm and Justin have a chance out there?
I don't know. There is an outside chance, but I think it's still too early. Too early to tell. Right now I would say no, but first of next week, could change some things. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah. So hopefully by next Tuesday, we'll know something.
Keith was the tailback that was kind of overshadowed. The other guys weren't able to do much. How much of that was kind of bad luck, the plays he was in on, there was bad block, and then how much was he just wasn't as good as the other guys?
It's just how it goes sometimes. You can always overcoach a run and say you should have pressed it here a little bit and cut back. Blocking is not going to be perfect every play. Playing that position, you got to bring your own blocker a lot of times, and sometimes you got to get the ugly 2-3 yards. I think we all get greedy. I didn't word it greedy. I think sometimes we expect them to block for a 20-yard gain every time, but that's just not going to happen. And that's part of the game is getting that ugly 1, 2, 3 yards, and we're later in the game. Those 2-3 yarders turn into 10 yarders and then 15 yarders. So, who knows if somebody else would have been in there, would have been the same gain or the same result. You never know.
Was Conley able to do what he usually does, or is he still a little bit not, at school?
We didn't do it. We really didn't do a very good job throwing the ball outside to anybody. So it wasn't just Conley.
Maxie, you guys obviously went to the toss sweep a good bit, so he's in the game a good bit, and it appeared that he did a really good job, especially on those toss sweeps.
Yeah,
he plays well to look.
He did a nice job. Somebody was just asking him about me before you came over here. He's a guy that was a scout team linebacker that wasn't afraid to hit somebody, and we're always looking for those guys. And he's been kind of learning the position for 2 years, and the opportunity presented itself with Merrick, having to medically DQ and Quavon having to play some tight end for him to step in that role. He's done a nice job. I expect him to continue to do that the whole year.
I thought I saw him get safeties on the ground twice.
Yeah, he did. He does a nice. I told Coach McClendon, I don't know if they can see him coming around. He's about 5'9".
Yeah.